Okay guys, so quick little video today on releases. What release is best for you? Is it cheap? Is it expensive? Is it a thumb button? Is it an index? Nobody knows but you. But before we get into this video guys, do me a favor, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you like the channel, if you like the stuff I put out, go ahead and subscribe. It's pretty simple. You just gotta tap that little subscribe button and hit that little thumbs up button. Today I want to go over release options. We've got super cheap releases from Bass Pro. This is the Blackout Link. I literally picked it up at Bass Pro a while ago just because it was like the cheapest thing they had. And it's honestly not terrible. Blackout Link, and it was $99.99. And then here we have an index, straps onto your wrist, and this is the TrueBall XL Beast XT. Honestly, for what I paid for it, it's a great index release. It was $104.99. Same thing. I went to Bass Pro Shop and picked it up. Another one of the cheaper but not cheapest index style releases you can get. I really didn't want to go too cheap because I might actually end up using this thing. And then here we have the UltraView UV button. It is aluminum. It's a 3-finger configuration, and these are not cheap by any means, but do you actually really need something this high end? I paid $299.99 for this in the aluminum. They have a stainless steel version which is $349.99, and it's crazy expensive. I think these are the most expensive handheld releases on the market. I could be wrong, but today I do want to go over, do you need a high-end release, and what actual release style do you need? These are trigger style only. I don't have any back tensions. I don't have any hinges. I'm not a fan of hinges. I'm not a fan of punching myself in the face. So that's why I have all trigger style releases from index finger to thumb button. So today we'll just kind of go over how they function, like overall functionality and quality, and how they actually work and shoot. So let's go over it. Okay, so we are in my shop and we're just shooting out 20 yards out my back door. And first we're going to use the Blackout Link. It is a thumb style trigger release. It's very simple. It does have D-loop containment, but to cock it, you actually got to push the thumb barrel forward and keep it forward. Don't pull back on it like I just did, or it will just fall off. So you simply just D-loop, push the thumb barrel forward, let that thing fully engage, and there you have it. It's very simple. Like I said, you just push your thumb barrel forward. You'll see that the hook or the clasp collapse, just like so, and then simply just press it. It does have very little adjustment. The only adjustment it does have is travel, so keep that in mind. I'm about to find out how sensitive it is or how hot it is. Hopefully this thing doesn't go off as I'm drawing. That would be embarrassing. Nope, didn't go off. Sweet. Orange. It is not hot at all, and I have the travel set to no travel, and it's actually pretty hard to get this thing to go off. I was kind of scared like it wasn't going to go off. I'll grab another arrow and we'll try it again. But if you're just getting into thumb releases, I don't think it'd be a bad thumb release, honestly, because I wouldn't know the difference between, you know, hot and cold at that point. But I've been using my my Ultra View thumb button for a while now, and that thing is set pretty hot, so it's kind of hard to get used to. And these do run like big in size. This is the only size they have, and it's kind of large for my hands. Like the medium thumb button or the UV button is perfect for my hands. So this is more like a large, I guess. So if you have small hands, I wouldn't buy this, or I would test it before you buy it at least see the fit. You really got to push and pull. My point of impact is low left from this to my UV button. I'm going to shoot one more with this. But honestly, if you're just getting into thumb buttons, I would look into it. It's not expensive. Like I said, it's a $100 release. And it's not terrible. It does what it's supposed to do. Yeah, all my point of impacts are low. It's not bad. It is kind of hard to get it to go off. You really got to pull. I do have it set up like my UV button. I could probably mess with the barrel a little bit because it's on a pivot point. They have a center drill hole and like an offset hole, so you can kind of move this thumb barrel around. It's not. It has some knurling on it, but it's not like very grippy knurling. But again, I'm coming from the UV button. So let's go ahead and try the True Ball Beast. I haven't shot an index style release in a while, but I've been wanting to try it because it is a nice release for what it is. Alright, so here we have the True Ball Beast XT. I don't know what the XT stands for, but this thing is pretty adjustable. You can adjust the travel a little bit, and you can adjust how hot, or the force, or how hot and cold it is. And you can honestly, you can flip the trigger bar over so it's swooped back, so it's more like a flat trigger as opposed to just curved. I haven't shot one of these a while ago. I'm sure my POI is going to shift quite a bit. But it is a open hook style, which is nice. I like these open hooks. All you do to set it is you just make sure your hook is down, pushed down all the way. If it should reset by itself after every shot, but if it's not, you just push it down and now it's ready to go. Alright, arrow number 1, index. Hopefully it's set up right. I haven't shot it. I hate trying new releases, man. It's so scary. I'm always scared something bad's gonna happen. Oh Jesus, that's so much harder to draw. I'm definitely not used to it. I don't even know where to anchor. It's definitely more accurate than the Blackout thumb button. It's definitely a lot easier to pull through on the shot too. But again, it's made by True Ball. True Ball knows what they're doing. They've been in the game for a while. And you want to use a index the same way you use any other release, man. You gotta pull. It's all in your back. Actually, their arrows are touching. I mean, my point of impact has shifted quite a bit. I'm about 1.5 inches outside the circle on my high roller target. So I could easily just bump my left, or bump my sight to the left, and it would be dead on every time. It's really not bad, man. This thing is actually super nice and comfortable. It does take quite a bit to get used to though, especially to find that anchor point. That's the hardest part. I'm going to take you guys to the target to show you how tight that group was. It is 20 yards. I'm going to show you how tight that group actually was, man. I might actually start using this freaking thing for real. It shoots really good. Look at this group. Yeah, all three of them. They're all touching. That's at 20 yards and it's been a while. It has been a while since I used an actual index release. I didn't think it would be that accurate, man. That's way more accurate than that thumb button. I might switch over, I'm not gonna lie. We're shooting the UltraView UV button. This is the release I've been using for a while now. It's been over a year since I've been using this. I beat the hell out of this thing. And only had one issue with it so far. I'll go ahead and shoot this now. Switching through a bunch of releases throughout the day is not a good idea at all. Then you just suck all together, because archery is all about muscle memory. Alright, arrow number 3. It is early morning and I'm not warmed up at all. I just threw on a couple different releases and started shooting, FYI. And all my point of impact is off from this. It's not bad, I'm just a touch left. It's really not that bad. Alright, that's at 3 arrows and I suck. Alright you guys, this video was just a quick video I wanted to throw together. I made all these releases work. Honestly, I shot better than this with this one than these two, even the one I've been using for over a year now. But I just wanted to say that it's not the release, it's not the equipment that make you good. A good tune on your equipment is gonna help. But working on you and yourself is going to decide how good of an archer you actually are. It's not what fancy release you're using. If you want to go out and buy a cheap release, go out and buy a cheap release and practice with it. That's all you got to do. Just be repeatable and work on you, work on your form, work on your pull through, just work on your shot. Play with your stabilizers and just go out and pick a release and just stick with that release. Don't switch through a bunch of releases unless you're really looking for that one release that is super comfortable for you. And then yeah, but once you find that release, man, just practice with it. That's all you got to do. That is the whole point of this video. I made all these work and I know each and every one of you guys can make these releases work for you as well. It's all about being comfortable, finding that anchor point. So that's it guys. I want to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, like, subscribe, and whatever release you're using, whatever bow you're using, just practice with it. That's all you gotta do. That's it. Thanks guys.